My brother played football, so I always kind of wanted to be like him when I was younger. I used to go and watch him, but then when I started playing, we would play at the same time and stuff, so my mum would take me and my dad would take my brother, so it wasn't until we were a bit older where I could go and watch him a bit more. Where I grew up, around South Bank, is where we used to chill, and that's my favourite place, so I always when I go home, I always make sure I just go down South Bank, take a walk down there, because that's where I used to grow up and play football with my friends. There's a park near St Thomas's Hospital called Archbishop's Park, and they used to just have trials, and so my dad saw something in a shop window, and then we was oh, let's just go along to it was Fulham in the community, it used to be every Saturday morning. And then I trained there twice, and they was why don't you go and have a trial at Hotspur Park? So I went and had a trial, and then I got into under 10s, and then I was at Fulham until I was 15. There was nothing to go on to after at Fulham. There wasn't really a progression afterwards. I knew at Chelsea that one of the girls that was at Fulham before, she went the year to Chelsea before, and she said that she's going to go into the reserves and there's a possibility to go into the first team. So me and my mum just spoke about it, and then we made the decision that at 15, and I went and joined their under 16s. Then I had one season left in under 16s, and then went on to the reserves and stuff like that. At Chelsea, there was so many older players and experienced players and amazing players always coming in. It just you had to kind of raise your level. And there was a time that we went on tour, and Emma just brought me into a room like this and was with all the staff, and she was just if you don't get to where you need to be, we're gonna have to release you, so you need to really buck your ideas up, kind of thing. That meeting that I had with her that day was really pivotal in my career, because it was a time where I needed to really focus in on fitness and nutrition and become more serious about everything. And I think if you spoke to her today, she'll probably bring up the same meeting. I knew that I had a certain role within the team, and I stayed because I wanted to go try and win the Champions League. So I made that decision then, and I think after that, I couldn't have that same type of role. So I wanted to make a change. It was really difficult even because I didn't know if I'd kind of find that same family feeling. I spoke to Tottenham, and I had a really good conversation with Rianne at the time, and I felt really comfortable, and she told me where she thinks the club wants to go, and I really believed in where the club wanted to go, and I think what really drew me to here is that she really made me feel comfortable. So yeah, I came to Spurs and then been here ever since. I think really on the coach when it's away days, I think if it's when we just went to Everton, for example, trying to relax as much as possible, using the recovery pumps on the back of the bus, or just trying to relax and get into the zone, or just try and chill and get ready to rest before the game the next day. So I don't really have any particular routines. Depends if I need to use the pumps or if I'm looking over some game on one of our apps or anything like that. But a bit of Netflix, bit of music, just chill out really as much as possible. To qualify for the first World Cup was huge, and everyone put in a massive shift for that. That group already had such a togetherness, and they fight for what's right. I think the main core of that group, when everyone retires, we want to leave it in a better place for the girls that are coming through, and that's what we've tried to do over the past 3-4 years, and even the girls before. I think for young players, I think it's just enjoying it. If I didn't enjoy it, then I wouldn't be here where I am today. You have to love what you do, and it sounds really cliche, but if you don't have that love, or you're not enjoying what you're doing, that's all I loved to do when I was younger, just play in the park or play in the garden with my brother. Or I think that love and enjoyment gets you to where you want to be and to succeed. So I think that's what I would say mostly to young players, just enjoy it as much as you can.